So they played some Gunna in the club the other night, and the whole club just everybody was at a standstill. If you ain't seen the video here,
the whole club stopped when they played Gunna, bro. They don't know Gunna in Atlanta. Look at this got dead this kids, bro. This motherfucker was just jumping like hotcakes. Dead as now. The whole Atlanta.
me personally, I'm from the South, Mississippi to be exact. I think right there what you see is just Atlanta kind of having to do that. I don't know if y'all realize it or not, man. Atlanta is like different. Atlanta ain't no place to fuck with. You see what I'm saying? And when you say you rep a side, or you from that zone, or you from that neighborhood and shit like that, people in Atlanta, they stand on that shit no matter what part of Atlanta they in. So if right now people ain't fucking with Gunna in Atlanta because they rocking with Young Thug, anywhere his music is played in Atlanta, that's gonna be the outcome if you fuck with YSL in Atlanta. But will he get that same outcome in other states? Because, like I just said, when you think about it, that's really just the politics of the streets of what's going on in Atlanta. That's an Atlanta, Georgia situation. That's not a world situation. That's not a United States situation. That's not out of the country situation with Gunna. So you gotta think, if he was able to do 2.7 million views the first 24 hours when he dropped his new song, then that should tell you right there a lot of his fan base it gotta be mixed. It's not all black. It's probably black, white, Hispanic, and all other type of races, Nigerian, African, whatever other races out there too. So those people don't necessarily care about what Gunna did because that don't affect them, and whatever politics going on with his situation, it don't apply to them. Now, if you a street dude, of course, no matter what side of the world you from, and whether you tied to the situation or not, it's gonna make you feel some type of way because you're gonna look at it as if, okay, this a nigga who been walking around saying, especially if you a Crip, this a nigga who been walking around claiming Crips his whole career, and he was one of the biggest rap artists in the game with like his protege, and that's how he do him when the laws get involved, like when it really time to like apply all this shit to the actions of what you've been rapping about, keeping the street code and shit, it's time to do it now, and that's what you do. So street guys, no matter where you from, Atlanta, no matter what state you from, they gonna feel some type of way about it, of course. But if you're a regular civilian, how much do you really care? 6ix9ine, for example. 6ix9ine he's still able to do shows out of the country, but he's still able to make millions of dollars. When he drop a song, he's still gonna do a lot of streams. He gonna do a lot of views on YouTube. And we can say whatever the reason is, but at the end of the day, he's still getting views. Even though Gunna got 2.7 million views on YouTube the first day his video dropped, that don't necessarily mean that he gonna always get them same numbers. Like, the next thing that he put out in his project is gonna determine who really rocking with him and who really, just finna put him on the shelf. Like, man, he ain't talking about that no more. We ain't rocking with him. That's the next song, because this song that he put out, you gotta think he hadn't dropped a song in a year. They got arrested last year. He just put this song out in the 1st of June or something like that. So people that's rocking with him still and people that ain't rocking with him, they just gonna listen to the song. They wanna see what he gotta say. How much is he gonna talk about? And it was perfect timing. But let's see if he gonna do that with the second song, because if those numbers don't match, they don't line up and don't meet, then it may be somewhere over for Gunna. Who knows? All I know is, man, I feel like unless if you're not from Atlanta, if you're not tied to the situation, if you're not really a street dude, I feel like if those three things don't apply to you, then what's going on with Gunna shouldn't affect you, and it's probably not gonna affect you. And I don't think his money gonna stop. One thing that can slow down Gunna's momentum is if the DJs just completely blackball him through the industry. And what I mean by that is like, where they start playing this game where if you got certain rappers in the club, like, please do not play the little boy in the club because we do not listen to rap. Like Dirk said pretty much, you know, if it's one of them situations, then, you know, when you hit these big cities and you at the strip clubs and all these, you know, like in New York and stuff like that, then it's going to be hard because now it's like, it's hard to get you on the radio type thing. Like the DJs in certain cities control the radio. So that might hurt Gunna. And I think last night that was kind of like an example of what could happen if DJs decided to play him in the club. That's what the outcome is gonna be. Even though that was just in Atlanta, just imagine if that was to happen in other states. That'll really mess the bag up because the clubs kind of control the radio. The songs that you hear in the club for the most part, especially in the strip club, those are the radio bangers. Those are the songs most of the time the artist is pushing. So it's interesting to see how that's gonna go. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. It's T-RaeTv.